I want to talk about coming back to work after maternity leave because nobody prepares you for what that actually feels like. My husband cancels his meeting so I can take mine. He walks through the door and picks up our baby before he's even put his bag down. Dishes, laundry, dinner, not helping, handle. And I want to acknowledge that out loud because most of us were so conditioned to expect nothing that when someone actually shows up, it genuinely feels unreal. And he showed up. But here's what's also true, I came back to work after 6 months. 6 months of feeding and healing and surviving the hardest physical and emotional experience of my life. And in the first week back, a leader used my male colleague as an example of how to manage parental leave. He split his leave, he stayed connected, he kept one foot in the door the whole time. And apparently that was admirable. He could do that because he didn't give birth, didn't go through a whole hormonal shift that rewired his entire body, wasn't the one the baby needed at 3 a.m. every single night, wasn't the one bleeding and healing and figuring out how to feed a human being from his own body. He dabbled between work and his newborn because he had that option. I did not. And I sat in that meeting thinking, you genuinely have no idea what I just came back from, right? Like, none. I gave that place 11 years. 11 years of showing up, of going above and beyond, of being the person they could count on. And they couldn't soften the landing for one person coming back from the hardest 6 months of her life. Not one accommodation. Not one, hey, how are you actually doing? Just, here's what your colleague did, maybe take notes. My husband figured out how to show up for me. In the chaos, in the exhaustion, in the complete uncertainty of the first few months, and he didn't have a manual, but he figured it out. I just wish my workplace had to. Because women, they don't leave companies because they cannot handle the job. They leave because the job never figured out how to handle them. MamaSphere, for every woman who came back and deserved better. Tell me, did your workplace show up for you when you came back from maternity leave? Or did you sit in a meeting like mine and think, you have no idea what I just came back from, right? Let's talk about this.